everyone, welcome back to Hands On. Before I say anything else, I want to acknowledge the truly overwhelming response that we got for our first video. Really heartening conversation, very positive responses and great engagement. Thank you so much. It is far more love than we were expecting in the first go. So it is really heartening and overwhelming. Thank you. Today in this edition, we are going to address the questions that a lot of you have asked, and I think they need to be discussed and addressed. So in today's edition, we are still talking about the Ibex, my Jimny Alpha 80. You have asked some very good questions, and I thought rather than trying to answer each question individually in the comment section, it required a small follow-up video which would benefit more people than individual people on the first question that has been asked a multiple number of times is about the mileage, that I didn't cover any numbers on the mileage. So one of the things that I want to say is that no car returns the expected mileage when it is brand new. So you saw that at the Dehradun event, the experts once again were very quick to throw back the KPL numbers and disappointing KPL numbers, looking at the instrument panel, and were all set to ridicule the expected KPL. But since a car engine is so new and it has not been run in properly, it is not running at its full efficiency. See, there are imperfections in the cylinder where the pistons run, and they need to be smoothened out over a period of time. That is why most car companies recommend a run-in period of at least 3,000 kilometers, where the cylinders smoothen down, the pistons are moving more freely, they found their path, and even all the joints, the bearings, the tires, they're all new. Over a period of time, in these 3,000 kilometers, they become smooth. And even the lubricants, the oils and greases are in the beginning very thick and viscous, and they over a period of time also loosen up a little bit. That is how the rolling friction decreases and the efficiency increases over a period of time, and that is why people say that cars need to be run in properly, right? The other frequent query that I got on my review was that why didn't I have off-roading videos in the review? For the same reason. My car is only done 500 kilometers till date, and it has not been running yet. I'm going to run in my car properly for 3,000 kilometers and only then get into off-roading and pushing the engine and stuff like that. So unfortunately, no off-roading videos until 3,000 kilometers, but after that I'm sure that we will have a few, and I will share them with you when I'm ready. If you push your engine really hard before it's been properly run in, you're doing irreversible damage to the engine. See, the micro scars are developed in the piston if it is not properly run in, which means if you're trying to run it at higher RPMs, doing off-roading stunts, really punishing the engine. And these micro scars are called hot spots, and these hot spots means that there is lower compression every time the piston comes up and down, and which means that it is less efficient, which means that it will give you lower mileage. So it is very super critical to run in a new engine properly. Let me quickly tell you about the basic engine running in techniques or pointers, because a lot of us are right now in the process of receiving a new Jimnys, and you don't want to not lay a strong foundation for your car which will give you service for a lot of years. On another hand, it's a pity that when I see these people who are getting new Jimnys and trying to make videos to get more and more views and doing off-road stunts and punishing their car and racing with other cars and so on and so forth, they are doing irreversible damage to their cars. So in our own interest, let me just quickly do a small recap for you on what is the best way to run in your new engines, with a caveat that while you are running in, if there is an emergency, you still do things that you need to do and not worry about the engine at that time. And secondly, if your manufacturer, and this is true for any car, so I'm saying if your manufacturer of your car has some specific instructions for you to follow during the run-in, please do that as per the owner's manual. Okay, so the best way to break in a new car is to do the following diligently for the first 3,000 kilometers and you are set for life. Number one, when you start the car, let it idle for 1 minute. The engine will warm up, the fluids will circulate in their paths, the metal expansion will happen, and in about a minute you should be ready to move safely. Number two, do not move the car with sudden acceleration. Move slowly and steadily for the first 3,000 kilometers. Be very careful when you're doing this. Do not start with a jerk. Do not over accelerate the engine when it is stationary. Try to keep the RPM under 4,000 during this period. If you're learning to drive and yours is this new car, any car, try and not to learn driving on the new car because it unnecessarily strains the engine with frequent start stops and engine stalls and stuff like that. One of the other rules of breaking in an engine or running in an engine is that you do not brake very hard during the run-in period if you don't have to. Of course, if it's an emergency and you need to do that, that is what you have to do. But otherwise, the tires and the brakes also need braking in, running in before they come to their full efficiency. The other thing is, do not floor the accelerator to its maximum during the running in period. You want to keep the RPM under 4,000, as I said. Secondly, do not drive at constant RPMs. Keep varying the speed, especially if you are on a long distance travel. You do not want to use cruise control. So therefore, there is advice of not using the cruise control during the running in period, and that is why I did not cover it in the review. Although there were a couple of queries that came around that I did not talk about how easy or how difficult or how efficient the cruise control was. I will cover it when I give you the mileage update after the running in. One of the other things that somebody asked me was that does the right elbow touch the door and is it a problem during driving? No, it isn't. It's very comfortable. In fact, there is a small little space right on top of the window where you can actually rest your arm, and it is very comfortable. So there is no problem as far as the right arm or the hand is concerned. Another specific question that somebody asked, and a good one, was that does the micro hybrid, which is the start stop function, get disengaged automatically when you put it in either 4H or 4L? We tried this and it seems it does. I'm saying it seems it does because there was no indication which said that it is off, but when we tried to do it and use it, the engine did not switch off. So that is the best update that I can give you at this moment of time, because it's a valid question that when you're off-roading, you don't want the engine to be switching off while you are in a maneuver. So that is that. Another question that a few of you have asked me is that why did I opt for the automatic transmission? So my simple answer to that is that I have been driving a manual transmission or a stick shift for the last 24 years, and I think I am just done with manual transmission for this lifetime. I think it's time to sit back, relax, chill, and enjoy the drive. I think this is also my way of trying to simplify my life. So yeah, enjoying automatic transmission completely and thoroughly. There is no other technical reason for it. Let me share with you this small accessory which has made a huge difference for space management inside the Ibex. It's a set of 4 hooks, sturdy hooks, which can be attached to the armrest. So I put 2 in the front and 2 in the back of the rear seat. They are very easy to use. Just hook them and then use them. So these hooks, interestingly, I had bought and kept even before I got my Jimny. Such was the hype of the lack of space inside the Jimny. So you can well imagine. You can get these hooks, a set of 4, for about 150 rupees or even lesser from Amazon. You can buy it from my link in the description and put it in any car, not only in the Jimny. I have put it in my other cars as well. Very good, highly recommended. Okay, while I'm here, I'm also sitting in the rear seat. So this question has been asked specifically by a few people, that how practical is the Jimny for a family. So I must tell you that it is strictly a 4-seater car, with, you know by now that there are only 2 seat belts at the rear. If there are 3 relatively thinner people, much thinner than me, 3 can sit on this bench seat, but the person in the middle will need a cushion at his back, because place for the seat belt to clip will protrude and be a little uncomfortable. And you can only do that for short distances, both from the point of view of safety and also from the point of view of comfort. As far as the comfort of the seat, with the back reclined fully, there are 2 levels, you know, that you can be, it can be slightly upright and then fully reclined, and right now it is fully reclined. It is comfortable and the view is great. It is fine. And as you know by now that I'm a big guy with heavy shoulders, heavy set, I am fine, and I think I can sit here for a couple of hours without being very uncomfortable. So I would say that if you are a family of 4, you are comfortable in this car, no problem. But if you are more people than 4, then this is not a good car for long distances as far as the family is concerned. I hope this did help. If you still have any questions regarding the rear seating specifically, I can probably address that, but this is what I could think of. For 2 people at the back, it is very comfortable, very wide, just right. Now that you know that I'm here to stay, I hope you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please subscribe and press the bell icon, and also like and share this video with your friends, family and like-minded people. Do something nice and surprising for somebody today. Make them happy and make their day. See you next time. Bye.